Men of Reddit, what is something women hate about their bodies that you actually love?
Definitely smaller. Find them extremely cute, especially naturally proportioned to the chest, and it's nice to actually be able to grasp something properly in your hand. Really hate seeing comments all over women's spaces too about how much it depresses them and they want to get surgery and stuff. Don't blame them at all given how society is, but it sucks for me personally, because they never ever believe you, just think you're lying, which makes them even more sorry. I can't reply, but really glad my little comment might have helped. Seeing so much insecurity for something that can be so beautiful genuinely hurts the soul. As you can see from the thread, we at least have all sorts of preferences. Nothing is an inherent disadvantage, nobody is perfect. If you ever have a guy who tells you the same thing, they aren't always just trying to make you feel better or sleep with you. Even if those preferences happen to not coincide with your circumstances, most don't care nearly as much as you think. It's not black and white. I mean, I don't hate large. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like this pressure comes from social media, movies, and even other women. Can see how destructive that would be. Sorta like for men, I guess it gives us a warped sense of self. Comparison is the death of joy and all that.
The soft meaty part around the hip bones that kinda spreads out when they sit down or kneel, it's so attractive.
A bit of stomach chub. It's so nice to be the big spoon and hold and squeeze tight. From some things women have been insecure about that I didn't love, but was more so indifferent to. Like what you'd think of the size of someone's nostrils or SMTH. Basically no opinion just exists. Stretch marks, uneven sized. Size, areola size.
Honestly, everything about women's bodies is amazing. Blows my mind how many cover up or are insecure when there is no reason to.
Notice how there is immense variety in these answers.
The jiggling, all that movement going on, it's enthralling.
With some sag to them, sometimes even a lot of sag. Big blue veins and really big, and I am sorry, I just can't think of a better words. Floppy labias.
The thighs, wearing thigh meat.
Thick thighs. I love thighs, and if I ain't suffocating between my wife's thighs, am I even going down on her?
Freckles are actually so popular that people use makeup, henna, and even tattoos them on their faces nowadays. But full coverage foundation was also pretty popular a few years ago, and some still prefer it, and it pretty much creates a blank canvas where everything is covered. But I agree with you. Freckles are so adorable.
I think I actually saw someone refer to this today as hip cleavage.
Pretty much any physical imperfections, it show uniqueness. Imagine everyone looking the same would be boring.
I just came here to say I think this is the sweetest thread I've ever read on Reddit. Thank you all.
I'm glad seeing all the love for small here. There's hope for I woke up and wow, this blows up. Those kind words warm me. It's a good day to be on Reddit. Thanks, fellow human.
This thread's a boost. I had no idea. Smiling face.
Sounds like a name given to some sort of ancient giant serpent.
Every single thing. Come as you are.
When I was in college, 2 different girls reacted badly when I tried to compliment them on how pretty their freckles were. They both told me they hated, never understand it. If you have freckles, you've won the pretty face lottery. IMO.
Stretch marks. Like Kendrick said, show me something natural like with some stretch marks. IDK girls see them as, OMG I'm so ugly, but I see it as, damn that got so it literally tore her epidermis.
Probably a lot of stuff, but something in particular is like minor imperfections, or whatever you would call them. A woman I used to work with had a thing where it was like her teeth didn't quite line up like normal. I think maybe a mild crossbite, and I found it weirdly attractive.
Laugh lines around the eyes, sometimes called crows AF on older women.
Reading all these comments is making me blush. I hate that part of my body, but maybe now, not so much.
If only they knew.
Her smell, taste before she showers.
Not to sound like a teenager, but they're love to see them up close, and I love giving head. Yet so many women are so self-conscious about how theirs looks that cosmetic vaginoplasty is a thing.
Those little dimple things on a woman's hips.
They're called love handles for a reason.
My wife hates her stomach because she has complicated digestions and farts very loud sometimes. I love it though, it makes me feel safe at home. And in winter is a natural heating in the bed.
Broad shoulders edit. Wow, so many responses. Thanks for sharing your stories and for the gold. Makes me want to share my story behind this. So when I was in high school I was crushing on a girl that sat in front of me, and being naive to the whole thing I said, "I really like your broad shoulders," and she got really mad at me. I learned a lot that day, lol.
Cellulite? Id gaff what kind of phone she got.
Thick thighs save world damn. Thanks for the award and all the upvotes. I can't believe my highest upvotes comment is about thighs, but then again I can believe it.
In Danish, those are called bolhandtag handles, roughly translated.
The little stomach chub in a tight dress.
Their natural eyebrows.
We do, I promise, but so do the social media, cosmetic, and diet industries. There's no profit in women internalizing their desirable to someone no matter what skeptical smiley face.
In all honesty, if a man is really into you, he's going to think you're crazy for finding anything wrong with yourself. For me, it's body hair. You're human, we all have body hair. A woman comfortable in her own skin is the sexiest thing she could be.
Her fluffy little tummy, the way she smiles, that dorky cute little laugh she does, her stretch marks, her C-section scar, her thighs, her everything. She's a goddess that I choose to worship. I just love her, bro. I'm her biggest fan.
Stomach. I like girls with stomach. Tummy, even. Belly, perhaps. I am a direct descendant of the man who carved the Venus of a good, too. Small, big, medium. Don't laughs. I know a lot of people who hate their laughs, but I think they're the most precious thing.
That natural no makeup look. The first time I saw my girl with no makeup I was like, what happened to your eyebrows? 'Cause they were much lighter compared to her regular color. I thought she shaved them off. Love that fresh look. Shows off her eyes more in the right light. Skin can be glowing.
Where the and thigh meet, you will find the thas. Slay it and bring me its head. Only then will you be a true warrior.
I love a big nose on a woman.
Literally everything. I tell my woman that all the time. She's 50, has had 3 children. She's also lost a lot of weight in the last year. She complains about her excess skin on her stomach, but to me, she's the most beautiful person I've ever met, and I tell her that daily.
For me it's specifically baggy eyes and the decoloration around the eyes that happens when a girl is tired, or that some girls just happen to have. It's enthralling to me, undescribable.
I cannot believe the amount of times I've seen long meaty labias here. It's mind-blowing seeing as how many of us are told the opposite.
Less about their body, more about a general thing. I love how women look first thing in the morning. Groggy, bad breath, don't matter to me. So beautiful.
They also unfortunately shred jeans. My boyfriend said this and I told him they eat my shorts in seconds. Imagine what they do to a man's face. Tears of joy.
Y'all too sweet. Thank you for making a lot of us feel better about media has destroyed a lot of women's, and people's, self-confidence and created an unrealistic expectation of what the perfect body you for your real feelings and thoughts. Smiling face with hearts.
This thread makes me not hate myself. Thanks guys.
In 10th grade 1 had to go to a new school. In English class 1 sat down my first day and this called me hamburger, and he did so for the rest of the year because of how this part of me looked apparently. I was 5 feet 2 inches and 102 pounds. He made a huge deal about the size of my thighs, but absolutely destroyed back. He is so pathetic, but at the time with an entirely new group of people I just hated myself. Sigh.
If I see a girl walk towards me with belly and thighs all jiggling, it's all over.
My wife's. She hates them with a passion and I cannot figure out why. They are perfect.
It makes me really sad to see everyone in general frown upon laugh lines, whether they're on the eyes or around the mouth. Why wouldn't you want to show the world you've lived a life full of joy and laughter?
My GF has a brown birthmark on her very white butt, and she hates it and often talks of wanting it removed. While I am very supportive of her doing whatever makes her happy, I can't help but tell her how sexy I think it is, and every chance I get I kiss it and or give it a little bite. There's something about that little spot that drives me wild.